The main thing that we were trying to get across with Fruit Ninja is simply a high quality experience, something accessible, something that is kind of universal that all people can engage in and get something out of. And then also we kind of infused a little bit of subtext in there here and there. And the main kind of subtext that was supposed to be in Fruit Ninja, and I have no idea whether this was successful or not, but hey, I mean, hopefully it made a difference to someone, was I really wanted something that would that actually had this kind of subtle behind the scenes positive life choice message. We wanted the fruit to be appealing. A rule that we came up with early on is no rotten fruit, no fruit cut at strange angles, always like picture perfect, God, I want to eat that fruit. And then we reinforced that with, in the results screen, we would always have fruit facts. And these fruit facts would be a mix of, wow, that's entertaining, so I should read it, and, oh wow, fruit is actually really good for you. We would often say, like, did you know that if you eat, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but I don't remember now. If strawberries are shown to reduce the chances of X disease and things like that. And so although it wasn't something that, we're not flashing this up on screen right front row center, it was quite a subtle sort of approach, because the core thing we were trying to get across was that visceral, high-quality experience. But there was that kind of subtext there of that. And another example, I mean, this is kind of a tough one, but in the game I was just working on up until days ago, Bears vs. Art, which is soft launch. So the goal was to make a free-to-play game. The subtext in this is, I think, hopefully much, much more obvious to people, which is we're creating a free-to-play game which is a very high-quality experience, and there's things you can spend money on. At the same time, the commentary of the game is that contemporary art is stupid, and why would anybody pay for that? Because it holds no actual intrinsic value. And we have little cutscenes where the characters are kind of poking fun at that constantly, and it's very self-referential. But I mean, I'm surprised at how few people so far, we're just in soft launch, have engaged in the content on that kind of level. And so no one's yet come up to me and gone, hey, I totally get what you were doing there. So maybe I do much too light touch with when I'm trying to sell a message, but I don't know. I always find really out there front row center messages very, very obnoxious. Ken Wong was saying a really good one about Monument Valley, and it's very subtle. It's a game that instead of about taking, is about giving. You place something down at the end of the level rather than picking it up and removing it. And, it's got that really nice kind of subtle subtext message that kind of builds into the overall experience and the overall aesthetic of that game.